I'm Dorothy Godin, broker with Remax Crown Realty, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. I know I talked about this a lot this year, and it is something that I noticed a lot this year. And it is the people who have been in their houses for many, many years and then have made the decision to downsize or to go into long term residence because they have to. So, and now they need to gut the house and get it ready for sale. It's a really, really tough process. There are some companies in Sudbury that will help you do that if you can afford to have some help, and they're actually very reasonably priced. But what I found more often than not is that, they have to have family members come in and we're going through boxes and areas that, people haven't seen for, 30 to 40 years. And it's a big job. And I'm begging my people who are seniors, you may not be thinking that you're moving, but eventually you're going to move. Start going through stuff, start getting rid of stuff, start now so that people don't have to deal with it after. We're in situations when people are acting as power of attorney, so they have, an elder to deal with who's going into an apartment or long-term care, and there's a lot to deal with. And then to have to also deal with gutting a house at the same time is very difficult. And then we have the worst case scenario where people are trustees and people have passed away. And now we have to empty that house. And it just takes away from the grieving process, which I believe is very important. But, someone passes away, there's a lot to be done. There's a lot of documentation to be done. And now we're adding to that, I have to clean out this house that has stuff that, has been there for 50 and 60 years. It's a really difficult situation. So the sooner you can start doing that and helping your family members, because somewhere down the road, everybody moves. And so, start your purging and take some time so that your family doesn't have to deal with that after. The other situation that I've seen this year a lot is people who die suddenly and they have no will, and that creates a huge problem because now you have to go through the court system. Somebody has to be appointed, and that process is going to be long. And if you're dealing with family members who don't necessarily get along or cooperate, that can be very difficult. So I'm begging everyone, it's not that costly to do a will and to do your power of attorney paperwork. Get it in order. Make sure that you give it to someone else in case something happens, so they know. People need to know what you want to happen if a power of attorney is activated or you have to deal with a trustee. So um, I'm just, this year it's been heartbreaking to watch families have to, deal with a house full of stuff when all they really want to do is, grieve if they've lost someone or help someone who's going into long-term care and spend time with them, not time in their houses. And I know this is, it's a very serious subject, but I've just seen too much grief this year with people who don't have their ducks in a row when they're coming towards the end of life. So I encourage everyone, if you have assets and you have children and you have family, get your paperwork in order. I hope you find this helpful. Please encourage everyone. And we will see you next week. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. Have a great week.